Faith is the seed of wealth, and like every seed, it carries within it the potential to multiply far beyond its original form. When you plant a seed in fertile soil, you don't see the harvest immediately. You trust the process, you water it, you protect it, and you wait in faith, knowing that what you sow will one day grow. The same principle applies to money and prosperity. Faith is not simply believing that wealth is possible. It is knowing with certainty that the divine source of abundance is endless, and that when you align yourself with it, your resources begin to expand in ways that defy human limitation. Too often, people believe wealth only comes from labor, calculation, or chance. But faith reveals that the true flow of money is spiritual. When you see your money as a seed and place it into the hands of divine law, it cannot help but grow. Fear says, "Hold on tight, for you may lose it." Faith whispers, "Release it, invest it, and watch it multiply." This is not blind optimism. It is a spiritual truth that has stood the test of time. Every great story of abundance begins with someone trusting in something greater than themselves. Just as a farmer trusts that rain will fall and the earth will give increase, you must trust that divine order is already working behind the scenes to bless and multiply what you have. Faith transforms lack into sufficiency, sufficiency into overflow. It shifts your perspective from seeing money as limited paper to recognizing it as energy, flowing endlessly from the divine source. When you carry this faith, you stop worrying about loss, because you know every investment made under divine guidance carries the power to return multiplied. It is the unseen force that breaks barriers, opens opportunities, and connects you to prosperity streams that logic alone cannot predict. Faith is not passive, it is active, living, and creative. When planted in your financial life, it makes your money grow in ways that leave no doubt the divine is at work. The law of giving and receiving is one of the most powerful forces that governs abundance, and yet many overlook it because it runs opposite to fear. Fear says, "Hold on to what you have or you will run out." The divine law says, "Release what you have with faith, and it will return to you multiplied." This is not a theory but a truth woven into the fabric of life itself. Nature shows us this every day. A tree does not hoard its fruit, it gives freely, and in giving, it ensures the continuation of its own life cycle. When you give, whether it is money, time, love, or encouragement, you set into motion a spiritual circulation. That circulation does not return to you empty. It comes back pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The more freely you give, the wider you open the channel for blessings to flow back into your life. Many people struggle with financial lack because they close the door on generosity, thinking they must conserve to survive. But in doing so, they block the very flow that would bring increase. Giving is not a loss, it is an investment in the divine economy, where returns are guaranteed by spiritual law, not human systems. When you release what you have with gratitude and trust, you are saying, "I believe in the abundance of the universe. I believe in the God who provides without end." That belief sets unseen forces into motion, drawing opportunities, connections, and prosperity back to you. Sometimes it does not return in the exact way you gave it, but it always comes back in multiplied form. You may give money and receive health. You may give kindness and receive unexpected financial blessing. You may give your skills and receive doors of opportunity that you never imagined. The circulation of giving and receiving never fails, for it is divine law. Think of it like breathing. You cannot only inhale or only exhale. Both are necessary for life. Giving and receiving are the in-breath and out-breath of prosperity. When you give freely, without fear, you invite a flow so abundant that your life overflows with resources. The secret is to give with joy, not reluctance, because joy signals to the universe that you trust in its endless supply. The hand that gives is the same hand that receives, and the more open it becomes, the more it can hold. In this law lies the true key to multiplied wealth. Prosperity does not come by accident, it flows through order, discipline, and gratitude. Many people pray for abundance yet handle money in ways that contradict divine principles. The truth is that money, like any form of energy, responds to structure. If it is scattered carelessly, it slips away. If it is hoarded in fear, it stagnates. But when it is managed with discipline and aligned with divine order, it multiplies and creates a steady stream of provision. Discipline is not a restriction. It is the freedom to direct your resources wisely instead of being enslaved by waste, impulse, or fear. Every coin, every note, every investment you make carries energy, and when you treat it with respect, it respects you back. Gratitude adds another layer of power. When you give thanks for what you already have, no matter how small, you open the door for more to flow in. Complaining blocks blessings, but gratitude magnifies them. The divine responds to order because order reflects faith. When you budget, when you plan, when you save intentionally, you are declaring that you expect more to come and that you are ready to handle it well. Imagine water pouring into a vessel. If the vessel is broken, the water leaks out. If it is whole and well structured, it holds and multiplies the flow. Your financial discipline is the vessel through which divine prosperity flows. Without it, even great opportunities will slip through your hands. With it, even small beginnings grow into lasting abundance. Divine order also means trusting timing. Not every purchase, investment, or opportunity must be rushed. Discipline teaches you patience, and patience aligns you with the right moment for maximum multiplication. Money handled in alignment with divine wisdom becomes a servant, not a master. It stops controlling your emotions and instead becomes a tool to fulfill your higher purpose. You begin to see prosperity not as random chance, but as the natural outcome of responsibility meeting divine favor. The truth is, abundance is already available, but it requires a heart ready to manage it with care. When you are disciplined, the universe entrusts you with more. When you are careless, even what you have slips away. Order, gratitude, and responsibility form the foundation upon which prosperity grows. They turn financial life from chaos into clarity, from lack into overflow, and from fear into faith-driven abundance. Words carry power, and the way you speak about money can either open doors of abundance or shut them tightly. Every word you release is a seed, planted in the soil of your reality, and eventually it bears fruit. Too often, people speak lack into existence without realizing it. They say, "I'm always broke," or "money is hard to come by," and those declarations become self-fulfilling prophecies. The divine principle of creation responds to words because words shape thoughts, and thoughts shape actions. To multiply your money, you must first multiply your words of abundance. Speaking wealth into existence is not about denying your current situation. It is about declaring a higher truth until it manifests. When you affirm, "I am divinely supplied," or "money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways," you align your inner energy with prosperity. These affirmations act like magnets, drawing resources, opportunities, and connections into your life. Gratitude amplifies this even more. Saying, "Thank you for the money I have," and "Thank you for the wealth that is coming," creates a vibration that attracts increase. The universe does not respond to desperation, it responds to confidence, faith, and expectancy. Words filled with doubt close doors, but words filled with faith open them wide. Think of your speech as programming your financial destiny. If you keep saying you lack, lack will follow you. If you keep declaring overflow, overflow will seek you out. This is why it is vital to guard your tongue. Do not speak defeat over your finances, even in moments of struggle. Instead, speak life, growth, and prosperity. Over time, your words build a new reality. The more consistently you affirm abundance, the more your mind shifts to see opportunities where once you saw obstacles. You begin to act with confidence, to give with boldness, to manage with wisdom, all because your words have changed your inner atmosphere. Divine multiplication begins in the unseen realm of speech before it manifests in your bank account. Just as a commander directs an army with orders, you direct the forces of abundance with the words you release. Every declaration becomes a command to the universe, and the universe obeys. When you choose to speak abundance daily, you are setting in motion the law of creation, ensuring that prosperity must come. Words are not empty, they are spiritual contracts. The moment you speak them, you are signing into existence the reality you desire.